What do you do if you poke a hole in it? Do you just go with it, or do you scrap the piece?
Yeah, it's a hole.
Okay.
Holes are very important in clay. There's a big balancing system that takes place for these things. And you can, you know, what I'm really looking for is a lot of surface interest, but I also am really looking for how a drawing moves around something. What is it doing? Is it drawing you around the piece or through it, or you know, do you have to walk to the other side, or do you have to take it, turn it around? And because there's narrative there. There's a narrative in your doing that. It's not just a flat object that you sit there and look at. It's something in which you actually participate in. And so what you're really doing when you're making a piece like this or decorating it, you're dancing really in some kind of a dance with that piece. You know, you're physically participating in it. And when you have material like clay, which is so amazingly cool stuff, if you don't participate with it, you know, I mean, it's out there calling you to, you know, to stick your fingers in it and touch it and feel it, and I mean, it's as good as it gets, you know. I mean, it's hard to find anything like that, and it's basically free. You know, you can go out and find any mud puddle and start to do that with it. It's, you know, it's just there here, you know, like, mess with me. So and so those are just sort of the kind of things that I'm trying to describe, you know, really often on my pieces. You know, what is this material? What's it doing? How do, you know, is there a narrative there? Is there a story to tell? Is there, you know, what exactly is that all about? And so if I need to just make a set of linear things that connect one part of the pot to the next, I do that. You know, if I need to call attention to an area that I think should have attention called to it, then I do something to that. Or if I feel as though I need just to let it be blank and you know, where it's a restful thing, I let that happen to it. Because there's nothing wrong with having an area you don't do something to. You know, you don't have to be involved with the idea of horror vacui all the time. You know, do you know what that means? Horror vacui means a fear of a vacuum, a fear of some place where there isn't something going on. It's a really cool concept, and I think that, you know, when you get, I mean, it's operable in all sorts of things that we have in our lives. You know, like for instance, you can pick up a book and you start opening the pages of it, and maybe it's printed so that there's almost no area in the page where your eye can rest. You know, it's just full, and it's small font. It's really small, and it's just like God, what's happening? It's kind of like a buzzer that doesn't stop. And you know, or you can open a book and you have a page that has rest in it, that has, you know, the type is spread out. It's a beautiful font. It's, you know, it has passages where, you know, you can visually move through that page and you come out rested, and you come out, you know, taking the concept of all that in a completely different way. So those same kind of things apply, you know, to the decoration of a pot or a painting, or, I mean, many things. So yeah, horror vacuous.
Part of the test.
Yeah.
What's going on the test?
Yeah. What's the other one, man?
The other one is it's just a T.
Yeah, it starts with a T. The T word.
What's that mean?
Yeah, don't forget this stuff. You guys are in serious trouble.
Charge full of information today. Go back a couple of chapters.
I began to use these torches on these pieces some time ago. I have big fossil collections, and I'm really interested in geology. And I began to, you know, you see these things that are embedded in stones, and you know, how do you, what kind of information is hidden inside the